I don't know if it's because I heard about the damn. I don't know if I heard it's because I was walking outside today and it was this shorty with this when she had a kid. I was about to say with this fucking curly ass hair. I like curly hair. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was thick as shit. I like them short and thick. Anyway, so don't ask me why I did that. Anyway, so there's a couple of things I want to talk about today. Nothing too big, too concerning. If you want to stay, if y'all want to have your own thing that y'all want to talk about, let me know. But it's not too big, new concerning. There's a couple of things that I want to discuss today, just so we can be clear. Let me just pick my phone up real quick. One, I had a CPS worker telling a girl to go become a prostitute. We're gonna discuss that. I want to discuss the situation where the dude went and killed his op's mother at the grave. This is just absolute insanity. I want to discuss that. And I also want to discuss, there's another thing. It's Trump stuff, obviously, but we already know we're going to discuss Trump. Hold on. Because I want to tell you about Verizon. I don't know if it works like this in every city, but it works like this in New York City. And we're going to discuss PPPs today. If you are in New York City, get Verizon. Listen, if you are in New York City, we're going to talk about Carl Charleston White in a minute. If you're in New York City, get Verizon. Verizon has this deal where they repair your mother effing electronics. I can't go too far into it. Get Verizon. So I'm on Verizon. I called them up yesterday because, we got to get back live. I don't have wireless right now. My phone is off. So I call up Verizon. I'm about to do the deal with them. They sent me through a whole bunch of shit, but I learned a whole lot of shit that I did not know. So apparently, if you have Verizon Fios, one of the things that you are also allowed is they give you complete protection over the internet. You do not have to get an antivirus. You do not have to get an anti-spyware. You don't have to get an anti-anything. Verizon got you. And then on top of that, anything that you put on the device, because they give you the ability to put it on 10 different devices. Any device you put it on is fucking fully warranted. Physical and fucking all damage. So we're about to get our computer fixed. Because I signed up for that shit yesterday, and now I gotta wait 30 days, and after 30 days, I can send them my fucking computer, and they're gonna send that shit back with no viruses and fully fucking repaired, I think. And I still need them to contact me about the wireless thing, so we should be up. When they contact me about the wireless thing, if there's any problems or anything like that, we're just going to go get a cricket or something. Because we got to get outside. This fall, summers is dope in New York City, but fall is where it is. For everybody that don't know, the summers is dope. But in New York City, a lot of the artists that live in New York City, they'll be in New York City, but they go abroad a lot. Like they got to go out to the Europes and they got to go out to other parts of America. But in the fall, almost everybody home. So everybody's in the clubs, everybody is in whatever the event is, and it's not too cold, so everybody can still get fly. You understand what I'm saying? So we should hopefully be mobile by the fall, definitely, one way or the other. I just want to give y'all this information. If you are not on Verizon, get Verizon. Also, the internet is incredible. So the Fios is already incredible. Not for nothing. And then I heard about a whole bunch of shit. Apparently, they also gave me $300 I didn't know about. So it lapsed, but I'm going to try to call them back and get it. And then they gave me some other free shit that I didn't know about. And that lapsed. So I got to call them back and try to get that. But in all due respect, shout out to Fios, shout out to Verizon. I told them to send me some shit. I put it in the background. With that being said, let's get to the show. Roll call. Oh, wow. And we only 20 seconds off of our 5-minute mark. So, boom, I'm on point this morning. There was no show last night. I want to apologize again. There was no show last night. We're going to try to make sure that we make up for that. Tori Mosley says, people calling Charleston White a snitch is like calling someone's dog an animal. I want to be clear on something. We live in this day and age where people don't want consequences for bad behavior. That's it. That's it. That's all. I don't want to call niggas snitches no more. We not doing that. People don't want to be held accountable for their bad behavior. People want to assault individuals. People want to create unnecessary situations. People want to rob people. People want to do everything in the world as long as nothing happens to them back. So our actual issue is people don't want to be held accountable for their bad behavior. What up, Joey B? I hope everybody is having a blessed morning. Also, I didn't say Tory Mosley's name. Did I shout out to Tory Mosley? People just don't want to be held accountable for their bad behavior. And I'm tired of people thinking because somebody is older that you get the right or the ability to disrespect them and they got to keep their calm. What the fuck? I'm going to tell you right now why all of these kids is killing each other. Because nowadays, little kids ask to get killed. And so when they're talking to each other, they do it. That's why these little kids is getting killed out here. They're asking to get killed. They're doing everything in their power to create a situation that makes it so other people are in an unlivable situation. Or other people feel like they're in an unlivable situation. Then people die. So do something about that. Stop telling me about how these kids is getting sent the wrong way. These kids are out here trying to die. These kids are out here trying to provoke people that will kill them. Believe me. Believe me. These kids are out here trying to get killed. They're trying to die. They're trying to. I want to reference something before I get into this. And we're going to get on Rick Ross' ass too. So Rick Ross, we ain't leaving him out. Hold on. Before I get, I'm gonna make sure I say this appropriately. You parents are out here stealing your little kids' confidence, especially these young men. Y'all stealing their confidence. Y'all making it so that they looking at other men, and if other men got anything about them that's good about them, they're feeling like they're less of a person. Y'all out here and y'all stealing y'all freaking children's happiness. And then your children go out into the world and do stupid shit. Stop stealing your kids' happiness. Stop thinking that your kid have to have a hard life. Stop thinking it's all about you. If you can't be an asset to your kid's life, leave your kid's fucking life. You want to know why these kids is out here killing each other? Because they don't have no self-worth. We live in a society right now that's predicated on trying to make another individual feel like they ain't shit. That's the society that we live in. We live in a society where you're not considered a real nigga unless you're putting somebody else down. You're not considered a real man unless you are hurting someone else's life for no real reason. You're not considered worthy enough for a woman to date you unless you a dick. Which is ironic. So these kids is going out there. They got no support at home. These kids are going out there. They got no real understanding about how the world works. And they're going out there with no self-esteem. You know, most of the times a nigga got a problem with you is because some chick he want to fuck like you. You do know this, right? You see, because you didn't see her staring at you. He did. You didn't see her wanting you. He did. So I want to be clear on this. And I want to be clear without any exception. If you are a civilian, you call the police immediately. These niggas ain't out here playing. If you are a civilian, don't argue with these niggas. Don't fight with these niggas. Let them fight and argue and kill each other. If you are a civilian, you immediately get authorities involved. You got better things to do with your life than be sitting up in prison or be sitting in a box. These kids, they don't got nothing better to be doing. They waiting to die. Should they be? No. Are they? Yes. So you go out there and you shine all the light that you can. You do all the good that you can. But recognize, some people are stealing their kids' confidence. Their kid is now looking at you like you think they're better than you because they think you're better than them. You'll never be able to reach that person. There's nothing that you can say that can reach that person. That person is considered you an enemy and they want you gone for no other reason than because their parents aren't good parents. So, I want to be clear on this. I don't care how many bills you pay. I don't care how many hells you keep rules over. If you're not out there teaching your child how to be loved and how to love, you're a fucking waste. The most important thing you could teach your child is not only how to love, but how to be loved. Because some of us don't know how to do it. Now, with that being said, I'm going to start off talking about Rick Ross. You know a rich nigga could be a bum-ass nigga? See, y'all don't know what a bum-ass nigga is because y'all not from New York. Y'all think a bum-ass nigga is a nigga that's broke. Y'all don't know what a bum-ass nigga is. That's not what that term comes from. Bum-ass nigga can mean a broke nigga, but that's not where that term comes from. A bum-ass nigga is a nigga who do some weirdo shit. A bum-ass nigga is a nigga who shit on niggas that look out for him. See, I don't know what bum-ass nigga mean. So when y'all hear niggas say bum-ass nigga, y'all just think he talking about a dirty nigga. You playing basketball and you trash. You a bum-ass nigga. You a bum at basketball. Anything that you are trash at, you're a bum at. It does not have to be a lack of money, clothes, or fucking hygiene. I'm going to be clear on this. Rick Ross is a bum-ass nigga. Him and his whole family, and I said it. Not that he cares. Listen and pay attention. Let me make sure I get these cities right. I think it was Louisiana. Okay, I'm not sure. Pardon me. It was either Louisiana or was either Alabama. Also, shout out to Clarissa. Clarissa says it all. She says that her subs went up, I guess they went up exponentially because she posted about it. So she said that her subs went up a little something. She was just on our page the other day. She said her subs went up. So shout out to her. I'm happy that her subs went up. I know that she got a lot of new trolls. So, you know, maybe she's hanging out with them and she's enjoying their company. I don't know. Anyway, so Rick Ross and his family own Wingstop. Y'all know about that, right? Y'all know that they have to give back their employees something like $70,000 because they've been underpaying them? I'm going to repeat that. You know they have to give their employees back like $70,000 because they've been underpaying them? Oh, I left this part out. And literally stealing their wages? Rick Ross. He a bum-ass nigga. How you going to talk about how much your cows eat and how much money you spend on your cows, but you over there and you're not even paying your workers? And we're not talking about non-paid workers. We're talking about workers that's there to get paid. We're not talking about interns. We're talking about actual workers that's there to get paid. We're not talking about people that's doing some shit because they're trying to get their name out there, so they're trying to blow up on Instagram or on YouTube or get some kind of... We're talking about actual people. I'm going to explain something to y'all if you own a business. If your employees are supposed to wear uniforms, they're not supposed to pay for it. That's illegal. If you have a dress code at wherever these people work at, and they're supposed to wear uniforms, the company cannot charge the employees. I believe that's a federal law. I don't know how many of y'all knew this. I knew this. I've been knew this. I'm gonna make sure I get all the, because I don't know how much of this I remember, because we really wasn't gonna do this morning. I just decided to do it at the last minute. It says rapper Rick Ross family, which operates several Wingstop franchises, Mississippi, owns the 5 Mississippi locations the Labor Department found to be illegally deducting money from workers' wages, stealing, leaving some with take-home pay less than $7.25 an hour. The Department of Labor's Wage and Hour Division says the Mississippi stores under Boss Wing Enterprises made their employees illegally pay, stealing, for uniforms, safety training, background checks, even cash register shortages. This is all illegal. Restaurant industry employees work hard, often for low wages, and many depend on every dollar earned to make ends meet. Jackson's Wage and Hour Division Director Audrey Hall said in a statement, the law prevents Boss Wing Enterprises LLC from shifting operation courses to workers or to allow a worker's pay to fall below the minimum wage rate. I want to explain something to you. You know what the minimum wage is about? I'm going to explain something. Let's say somebody works at a job and you're paying them the minimum wage. There's literally a certain amount of money that they have to go home with if they work the requisite amount of hours. So if you're paying somebody minimum wage and they're working 40 hours a week, right? And there's a literal minimum that they can't make under unless they're part-time. That's why, I'm about to put you on the game. That's why a lot of places, when you first get hired, they hire you as a part-time, even if they have you work full-time, because you could fire part-time people like this. And also, you could work under the requisite amount of hours for a full-time laborer. Now, what places do is, some places like to only have part-time people because it actually saves money by having a limited number of full-time workers. So a lot of places do this, like a lot of McDonald's do this and things and such. So how Wingstop and these dudes fucked up is, they made full-time employees and not part-time employees. And then they tried to make them operate on a part-time type of situation by taking money away from them, so they only pay them like they working part-time. That's illegal. You see, because if they're a part-time worker, that means they can have more than one job. If they're a full-time worker, they have to be on call. You understand what I'm saying? They still have to work 5 days out the week, 6 days out the week. If they're a part-time worker, they know they only working 2-3 days out the week, and then they could go figure out how they could work somewhere else to make up whatever the rest of the money is. But if you're making them make part-time money, but you got them to a full-time schedule, that makes it so that they can't... You understand what I'm saying? This is just all the way illegal. Shout out to Rick Ross. Not a real shout out. Not a real shout out for that bullshit. So officially, Rick Ross is not allowed to talk about his money no more than me. Talk about paying those people. Alright? You're not allowed to talk about your money, homie. You're a bum-ass nigga. I don't care how you look. Richest bum-ass nigga that ever lived. That we know about currently. You beating out Donald Trump. He did a lot of bullshit, but that nigga also put a lot of bags in a lot of motherfuckers' pockets. Yo, niggas was getting rich like hell when Donald Trump was in office. The Democrats don't want you to remember that part. The Democrats don't want you to believe the part that during Donald Trump's administration, a lot of entrepreneurial millionaires was made. They don't want you to remember that part. They want to act like that part didn't exist. A lot of entrepreneurial. Oh, I meant to tell you this. We got almost 5,000 videos on this channel. We have too many videos. I'm going to be deleting a shitload of videos in the coming months. I'm going to be deleting thousands of videos. We just got too many videos on this channel. So I'm going to be deleting a lot of the videos. I think I'm just going to find some way to archive them first. I don't think I just want to just get rid of them. So I'm going to try to find some way to archive them first. And I'm going to be taking a lot of videos off of this channel. We're probably going to dub 3, 4, 5,000 videos. I don't know if I'm going to make them unwatchable or if I'm just going to delete them. But I'm going to do one of the two. I might just make them invisible so we could bring them back at any old time. At least that's the plan. That's what I think I'm going to do. A lot of videos are not going to be accessible no more. Especially like mostly the old videos, just so we can be clear. I just want to let y'all know about that. Also, if you do not get Verizon, get Verizon. That shit is incredible. And I can't wait to get all of my devices on Verizon and then call them up every other day asking them about fucking spyware and antivirus and wondering if anybody... They track people trying to get you too. So I can't wait. Like, for real, I just got to download this shit. I just talked to him yesterday. Anyway, shout out to Young Earl. Shout out Dave Round. Alright, let's get to the all the way into the show. I'm doing just fine. Once again, please, everybody, just... The people who don't like me want you to come in here and ask me how I'm doing. So just enjoy the show. Copy? The people that don't like me want you to ask me every single day, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. They want you to do that. You understand? So that's why when people do that, I take it away. All right? So I appreciate you, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful because I'm not. But I'm like, let's go. What up, Contrarian? A page that used to come in here. Nah, you don't got nothing to be sorry about, Dave Brown. You good. It's not like I told you this before. You didn't. I don't think I've told you this before. It's the first time you're hearing this. Why you don't have no reason to be sorry. You good. People don't really have to walk around with eggshells. It's just that people want to insult me. So they want you to feel like you have to walk around with eggshells. You understand what I'm saying? People just want me to sit up here all day while they insult me. And I don't want that. Yeah, that's just more people following me on PlayStation. Yeah, nah. I don't... Dave Brown, you the man. I don't have nothing to say about... It's a lot of y'all that I love in here. For real. And literal misunderstandings that was created by other people. And no matter how many times I say it was just a misunderstanding, they have already convinced y'all that no matter how much I apologize, it's not a real apology. So, literal, as soon as I have a misunderstanding with anybody, I just assume that's the last time I'm going to see them. That's just the way I assume now. Because, it's just bananas at this point. I just think I think that there's certain people that they just wake up in the morning like, yo, I'm going to go have an argument with Frost and make it seem like he's doing something wrong so I can make more people hate him. So that's what I think be happening. That's why I just kick people. I don't want to talk to anybody that even looks even a little bit like they're trying to start an argument with me. I'm not going to talk to you. Shout out to Sebastian Thomas. It's good morning, BB and Fam Jack. Because I can't win. No matter what happened, if anybody disagrees with me, they win. So I can't win. So there's no reason. There's no reason for me to have a discussion about it. That's the way I look at it. There's no reason for me to have a discussion. Anyway, what up, El Prez? Is salute for us, BB and family. Let's be great, everyone. And whenever we helping somebody else be the best them that they could be in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. God first. Check this out. Listen, pay attention. Wait, which story we starting with first? Hold on. Let me just make sure we start. Because I'm going to get off to the Wingstop. Rick Ross is a a rich bum ass nigga though. Those people already making $7.25 an hour, and y'all trying to garnish their wages. They only making $7.25 an hour, homie. You trying to garnish their wages? What the fuck? They making only $7.25 an hour. You charging them for everything? They gotta pay for everything, all of the operational expenses of the company, all of the operational expenses, and they literally sell 1 meal and pay for their fucking hour. Literally, if you sell 10 meals an hour, nah, we're not doing this. They sell more than 10 meals an hour. They should. Yeah, no, that was 100% true. He's already. This came out from the union, the government over there is releasing this. Like the people who looked into it. This is a factual thing. So Rick Ross, I don't want to hear nothing about how much money this nigga paid for his wife. He paid his employees. How about that? You pay more on your fucking cow, but I bet you that this nigga paid the niggas that work for him, though. I promise you Gilly paid the people that work for him. I promise you. And I promise you they get paid well. I promise you. I'm not saying these niggas ain't all driving fucking Lamborghinis and doing shit. But them niggas is not hurt. I promise you. I know. No. Gilly and Wallow paying they people. What the fuck is up with you, Rick Ross? What happened? You saw they check, you put some barbecue sauce on it? What happened? You know what you need to do? You need to go take that cow, chop that bitch up, sell that bitch, and pay your employees. How about that? You know all that money you spend on that cow? Why don't you put that into the fucking funds so your employees can make more than $7.20? First of all, my nigga Rick Ross, if you paying your employees the minimum wage, you ain't no boss, nigga. I don't consider a nigga paying niggas minimum wage a boss. Alright? You just the highest paid worker. That's it. You just the worker that's in charge. You the supervisor. You paying niggas minimum wage, nigga. How much money could your company be making if you out here talking about how much you a boss and you paying niggas minimum wage? Real shit. You a whole boss, but you out here paying your niggas minimum wage? How does that work? How does that work? You're not really paying them minimum wage. They're making less than minimum wage, and that's why you have to pay them like $70,000. All right, let's get to the next thing. Rick Ross, I'm not going to tell you to eat a dick. I told you Rick Ross needed somebody to fucking run his shit. That nigga cook. Also, if you got 6, 7 people running your businesses and you just sitting there like that, you are not a boss. You know who a boss is? 50 Cent. He a boss. You want to know who a boss is? I don't know what Mayweather does and doesn't do. But 50 Cent is a boss. Okay? You're not a boss. Stop calling yourself the biggest boss. Slave owner mentality. That's a fact. Stop calling yourself the biggest boss. You ain't the biggest boss. You're not even a slave owner mentality. That's the fucking house nigga mentality, my nigga. You're not the biggest boss, okay? Your employees make under minimum wage. If you want to impress me, pay them. If you want to impress me, motivate them to work in a manner that's going to allow for you to be able to pay them above minimum wage. Okay? You know one of the most important parts of being a boss? Motivating your fucking team. What up, Blizz Lanes? Shout out to Arthur D. Glass. He put the Cash App in the chat. I think we ripping and roaring this morning. Anybody appreciating the show, pull up to the Cash App. I haven't said this in fucking months, but I'm going to say it right now. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. I ain't said that shit in months. Now you know it ain't about the fucking money. You know it ain't about the money. Let's show Jack Frost and BBN some love this morning. It's been a long time. I could appreciate some. With that being said, I got anything else to say about this Rick Ross shit before I move off of this shit? Shout out to Dave Brown with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? You have to know at this point it's not all about the money for me. I don't get drops and I still go live damn near every single day. You still gonna believe them other niggas. Now do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how can you still believe what niggas is saying as if I'm literally doing the opposite of what they're telling you I'm about? They just, fuck it. Anyway. That's why I just be... Anyway. I want to get off of the Rick Ross. What's the next thing we're discussing? You know, one of the main reasons why I stopped answering the DMs in my Instagram is because gay niggas was hitting me up. So a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all gay niggas been hitting me up, and that's why I missed a lot of y'all messages. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I'm straight. I'm 100% straight. Never been with a man. There is no plans to ever be with a man, and if I am ever with a man, I'm most likely gonna kill myself directly after or during. Just so we can be clear. Yeah, because I personally have to go after that. I mean, this is not a knock on me. This is not a knock on whatever you are part of. If you are part of the thing, be a part of the thing. I'm not. Shout out to the Art of D Glass with the $10 drop. He says, keep up the groovy works, my brother. Boom. Definitely appreciate you. It's been a fucking year. Like niggas is still subscribing to what bullshit ass niggas said about me, and it's been like a year? I literally have a dude talking about giving BBN giveaways on his channel. I can't wait to hit YouTube up again and tell these niggas so they can take his channel for good. I can't wait. I'm gonna hit them niggas up today. I can't wait to have YouTube take this nigga channel for good. This nigga talking about he doing BBN giveaways. How? Anyway. I fight white. I'm going to let everybody right now know. I fight white. I don't want no problems with anybody. So if you bring problems to me, I'm fighting white. Period. You want to know why we got so many black people in jail? Because don't nobody want to fight white. You see, once you want to fight white, niggas don't want to fuck with you. When you want to fight in the street, do the street fighting, then that means that you either got to kill or you got to kill somebody. Once you want to fight like white people, niggas don't want to fuck with you. I'm fighting white all the way. When you kill me, some of your peoples is going to jail. You going to jail. When you do something to me, I'm fighting white. I don't want no problems. So you can either just not have problems with me. Like, that's an option. I'm fighting white. I'm fighting white. I promise you. I subscribe more of us fight white. Because if more of us fight white, less of us will be killing each other in the street. If more of us fight white, more of us will be able to get together and work together and build brands. But we can't. Because we don't know which one of the jealous niggas is. We don't know the niggas that's going to try to get us killed. I fight white. Anybody that got a problem with it, eat a dick. You know who don't fight white? All of them niggas that end up dead and in the cemetery. Them niggas don't be fighting white. I'm going to explain something to you real quick. You know what just happened to some lady? Some lady went to go visit her son at his grave. The son was killed last year. He's 22 years old. 21 when he died. She go to his grave to visit his grave on his birthday. You know somebody killed her? This is that street justice y'all niggas is talking about all the time. The code of the streets. This is that code of the streets you niggas love. Running up on niggas' moms while they at the cemetery and killing them. Because you can't kill the guy because he already dead. This is that street shit you niggas is on. No, not me. Not me at all. And I want all of my friends to be on the same shit. I don't want to hang out with no niggas that's gonna take a nigga top off. Why? So I can go to jail for that shit too? If you do something to 50 Cent, what do you think he gonna do? You think he gonna pull up on you, or you think that he just gonna call the police? If you do something to Jay-Z, what you think is gonna happen? You think he gonna pull up on you, or you gonna pull up with he gonna, or you know, he just gonna call the police? Sebastian Tompkins, yes. The code was leave people alone that ain't playing in the street. Not just women and children. Alright? If somebody is not in the street, they are off limits. Nowadays, we got niggas that's cowards. So what they do is, they go with a big group of people and they try to pick on individuals. So if they get in a fight and they lose, somebody can pull them up, pull the nigga off, or help them jump the nigga. Or just help them jump the nigga. So no, I'm fighting white. I move by myself. I'm fighting white. So all of you bitch ass niggas that's looking to see Jack Frost and then try to get your team to help jump me or try to get into a fight with me, and then if I start winning, they could jump me? No, I'm fighting white. You do with it what you want to do with it. I'm out here by myself. I don't got family. I don't got friends. I don't got no one. I don't got nothing. I don't got no loved ones. I don't got no nothing. I'm not in the same situation you in. I don't got no nothing. I don't got no loved ones. I don't got no nothing. I'm fighting white. You do what you want to do. And I'm 100% taking all threats seriously. I'm not playing with no threat. Any threat of any kind, I'm taking seriously. I've almost died more than once by not taking somebody's threat seriously. I'm taking all threats seriously. People be wondering why I be so serious about that shit. I've almost died more than once not taking a nigga threat seriously. Not gonna happen again. With that being said, yes, that's the worst. My dude, you do understand what niggas is doing. This is why niggas is getting shot and killed. I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of different reasons. But the main reason is niggas don't know how to live. Everybody is trying to impress somebody else. You got this. We live in a day and age now where women are probably more sexually charged than men. And at the same time, Only a small group of the niggas have access to the women. And it's not because the women don't want to give greater access. It's just we're living in a state in time where the average minority male has been beaten on his whole entire life. They did a study with children. And they sat down, they had a white kid, a black kid, and 2 mulatto kids or whatever. And they sat them down and they had them playing, and they got some teachers together, and they had the teachers watch them, and they asked the teachers, which one of these kids is misbehaving. So they didn't really care whether the teachers said which kid was misbehaving. They was actually tracking their eyes while they was watching the monitor. And what they watched was almost all of the teachers of various different ethnicities generally watch the black, dark-skinned boy more than any other students. No, it's probably a small. No, 50% of the men don't get 100% of the women. It's not like that. But it's 9 times out of 10, if a man got an issue with you, there's some chick that he like that he thinks wanna fuck you. 9 times out of 10, and he too scared to talk to her. See, that's how bitch ass niggas move. You understand? That's how bitch ass niggas move. Real niggas will be like, oh, she like that nigga? I'm gonna, do a thing to try to get her attention. What bitch ass niggas do is go attack the guy. That's what bitch ass niggas do. What the fuck am I wrong? Am I wrong about any of this? A bitch ass nigga is gonna have a problem with the man, not actually, work harder to get the girl. Tell me where I'm wrong. I got an issue with a nigga like that right now. There's some chick over here that the nigga like, some girl with some blue or green hair, whatever the fuck. So the nigga like her, but whenever I go to the park, I guess he thinks she looking at me or some shit. I don't know. She look like she like 11. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I smile at everyone. I might have accidentally smiled at her. But she don't look like she 11. That's an exaggeration. But she looked like she about 15, 16 years old. I don't know how old she is. She might be like 19. I can't tell. Men or women's ages. I thought the dude was a whole fucking 22, 23-year-old. Come to find out, the nigga probably about 18, 19 years old. Nigga got a whole beard. I don't be knowing the ages of these motherfuckers. That's why when I said that a while back and then somebody tried to make it seem like I'm into little girls. No, nigga, I just can't tell the age of people. I just can't tell. A lot of women I know that was born in the fucking 70s look like they in their 30s, my nigga. A lot of females that was born in the 80s look like they in their 40s, my nigga. Pardon me. A lot of women that was born in the 90s look like they was in they in their 40s, my nigga. Tell me where the lie is wrong. Tell me where the lie at. I know chicks that's like 33, 34 years old and they look like they in their 40s. Or I've seen them. That's a better way to put it. I've seen females that's like 51. And she look like she like 39, 40. So I can't really tell people apart. And I'm not saying the young girl is unattractive or attractive or anything like that. She just looks like a little girl to me. I'm not saying she is or isn't one thing or the other. I have no idea. She's not ugly. I'm not saying that. It's just I've never really actually looked at her and deemed whether she was attractive or unattractive. I'm weird like that. Like I don't look at people and think. If I'm staring at you, it's probably not because I think you're attractive. It might be something else I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. Especially if I'm staring. This probably has nothing to do with me thinking you're attractive. I might literally not even be thinking about you. I might be staring off into space. Shit's crazy. Niggas just walk up and talk to the girl. She like you. She sit there with you almost every time I walk past. Y'all niggas are sitting there talking. She like you. Like, what the fuck? Go get some nuts. Take the girl out somewhere or something. What the fuck? Remember I told y'all about this? Shout out to Lisa Evans. Remember I told y'all about Manhattan? And I told y'all that remember when I was living on I was living in that hotel on 39th and 8th Avenue, right down the block from Times Square. And I was telling y'all about how bad the drugs was over there. Lisa Evans is reporting on it now. This is not her first time reporting on it, although she reported on it previously also. She's always reporting on this. Nobody ain't paying it no attention. Like, these niggas is really out there using drugs in the broad daylight everywhere, my nigga. Like, the shit is crazy. I might die this shit. Turn myself back about 10 years. Yo, the shit is crazy. They really are doing that. I just want to let y'all know. Like, it really is bad like that out there in Manhattan with the drugs. And they doing that shit right out in public. They be right there sitting on the street like this. And on the sidewalk in the street. Laying down just right in broad daylight. This shit is bananas. Do something about that fucking, fucking, what's our man name? Do something about that shit. Yo, they got a drive-through store, yo, in Canada. This is a drive-through store, yo. What the fuck? Yo, why these chicks in jail got BBLs? Why these chicks that look like they got locked up got BBLs? Did they get the BBLs before they went to jail or after? This is federal prison. They might have gave them BBLs. Y'all don't understand how badly I want to get some weights, and I gotta go get surgery first. But y'all don't know how badly I want to go get some weights and work out. Like, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. And they took Trump's passport, for everybody that don't know. Trump's passport has been taken. So hold on. So they took Trump's passport and everything else, but they haven't charged him with a crime yet? How? Anybody else think that's weird? I'm gonna go get a little bit more hot water in my coffee. Anybody else think that's weird? They take Trump's passport, but they haven't charged him with a crime yet. How? Not that that doesn't happen, but what I'm saying is this is a pretty big deal. This isn't a bullshit deal. This is one of those situations where, okay, we got him. So what the fuck is they talking about? So they took all of this shit and they still ain't lock him up? How? What's the charges? That's what I want to know. I want to know what the charges are. I'm going to tell you what this sounds like. What this sounds like is, while they're actually going to be doing the primaries and all that, while they're actually going to be going through whatever they're going to be going through, right? While they're actually going through whatever they're going through, right? They want to make sure that Trump can't help people campaign. That's what they're trying to do. And I think this shit is going to backfire. I think they just don't want Trump to be able to go on the campaign trail and help people to campaign. But I think that this is going to backfire. Because you know how Trump people is. So Trump people are going to even go closer to him and be stronger with him. There's probably people in motherfuckers' families that was arguing with people like, they like Trump, they don't like Trump. Now, there's probably people that didn't like Trump that like Trump now. Because there's no way that you can't look at this and think that this is some bullshit. I'm sorry. You can't, I don't think, who can look at this honestly? Honestly look at this and not think that, you know what, this looks like some bullshit. Like, who could honestly say that they don't look at this and see bullshit? Like, on some real shit, honestly. Like, even if the Democrats is 100% right, this looks like bullshit. Like, even if it isn't bullshit, it looks like bullshit. Tell me where I'm wrong. Let me get this coffee, bro. Shorty with the curly hair this morning, though, she was doing it. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was like pushing a shopping. She was a shopping cart. She was pushing her kid. I usually assume like this is a terrible assumption, but sometimes I just assume, especially if you a cutie and you got a kid, I just assume you got a man. A lot of times I just don't be hollering at chicks. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna put you on the game. A lot of times I just don't be hollering because the Bible says that we're not supposed to cover thy neighbor's wife. And so a lot of times I just be thinking y'all got somebody, especially if I look at you and I'm like, damn, she a baddie. I just be thinking you got somebody. Honest with you. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's wrong. You're not supposed to take somebody's wife from them, man. Like, it's sad thing. Like, there's this saying nowadays that if you want to find a good, like, you know, spouse or whatever the case is, you're going to have to steal them from somebody. We're not supposed to do that. That's a sin. We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to steal people from other people. That's a sin. When you dating somebody and they got somebody and you stealing them from that person, that's a literal sin. That's a literal sin. That's bad. For real. I'm not, no cap. That's bad. That's the real reason why my life is the way it is. Because I don't always follow every guideline, but I try my best. And I just find it easier to follow the rules that the Lord set for us when I'm by myself. When I'm with other people, sometimes I got to break, or sometimes I got to go against things that go against, like, make me uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Not all the time, because I understand you still got to be, like, civil with people or whatever the case is. But a lot of times I'm trying to, like, so the other day, I just want to bring this up. So I was with T-Moto the other day. So I just want to bring this up. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So T-Moto was like, yo, you want some fruit? So I was like, yeah, I want some fruit too. So we go over there and all they have is watermelon. But I got sensitive teeth, you know, drinking all that coffee. So if I try to bite into fucking one of them cold ass watermelons, everybody with sensitive teeth that try to eat cold watermelon know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm still thinking about that watermelon. I like watermelon. I grew up not liking watermelon because I thought that it was a way to make fun of black people. So I like watermelon, but I would choose to not eat it. Because I was like, that's the way people make fun of black people, watermelon and fried chicken. And I like fried chicken too much. It was too salty. So I would not eat watermelon. But I'm like, when I got to a certain age, like when I got to like 14, 15, 16 years old, shit like that. And before then, I was eating anything I get my hands on, man. You just had to eat. I don't know what food comes next back again. I gotta switch to Sensodyne. I used to use Sensodyne. I just recently stopped using Sensodyne maybe about a month ago. Pardon me, not a month. Maybe about a year ago. About a year ago, I stopped using Sensodyne. Well, I used to use Sensodyne when I was still in the basement. I used to use Sensodyne. When I moved out of there is when I switched over. I forgot why. I think it was just a save money thing. I forgot why. I think I just went to the store one day and it was a sale on something else and I forgot why I was buying Sensodyne because it was so effective. That's what I think happened. I think I just forgot why I was buying Sensodyne, so I started buying something else. That's another reason why I need a girlfriend. Sometimes I just I don't know how to say it. Not close, not I just forget shit. I don't know how to say it. Hold on, I'm gonna watch myself on the TV, you rat bastards. Let me see how I look. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm gonna watch myself on the TV, you rat bastards. Okay. Anyway, it say only 66 people in here, but it say 80 people is in here, so. No, I mean, I forgot why I switched. I just think that I switched and forgot why I was using it. You understand what I'm saying? I forgot why I switched. It could have been something as small as I usually get the one with the white name or something, and they just didn't have that one. So it could have been something as simple as that. I forgot why I switched. But right now, I'm not using toothpaste at all. Not for nothing, because I don't want to use fluoride. So right now, I'm using this. Peroxide, baking soda. Yeah, I'm using that now, peroxide and baking soda. So I haven't used anything, Centodon, anything in quite some time. So I've been using peroxide and baking soda probably last couple of months. But that's what I grew up on. I didn't grow up using toothpaste. Like I say, when I moved in with my stepmother, I basically stopped using toothpaste. Remember when they had that peroxide, the first peroxide baby baking soda toothpaste that came out? Peroxidide or some shit like that? Around that time is when I stopped using toothpaste altogether, and I started just using baking soda and peroxide. Yo, I was about 200 pounds last year around this time, and right now I weigh about 165. And I haven't been sick, and I'm not on drugs. Literally what I was thinking about this morning. I'm not on drugs, and I mean, you could think whatever you want, but I know that I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't been sick, and I'm not on drugs. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I've been using. So I haven't been using any toothpaste. And when I was using toothpaste, I still use peroxide and baking soda. I just took the toothpaste out. The way I do it like that is I put the baking soda on the toothbrush. I wet the toothbrush with the baking soda on the tooth. I wet the toothbrush with the baking soda in my hand. Dip the baking soda in the toothpaste. The toothbrush into the baking soda until it collects on the water. Then I take the toothpaste, I put it on top of the baking soda. Then I throw the peroxide in my mouth, swish it around a little. Then I hold my neck back like that so the shit don't spit out. Then I start brushing. Then I look in the mirror and I can brush and shit. And I got a electric toothbrush. So that's how I brush. Always use peroxide though. That's a fact. You should always use peroxide. Anyway, what else we got? We got a whole bunch. We only got an hour into the show. There's a ton of stuff I still have to talk about. And for some strange reason, I think Leos get me. I think out of all of the, okay, so I don't know. This is a long story. Just some other chick was interested in me, and she's a Leo. Check this out. This is bananas. Let me turn this speak on. No, I'm not talking about Kendra, whose birthday is this month. Happy birthday to Kendra. Her birthday should be in a couple of days. I hope her and her man go have the time of your lives. I don't know if she's seeing anybody, but she's a good woman, so I hope she's seeing I hope she's seeing somebody that's a good guy for her. She's a good woman. I hope she finds herself. I'm pretty sure she is. I hope she does. I hope she finds herself a good man. He's a good woman. Anyway, check this out. Hold on, I got this shit. Like, yeah, I'm not like that at all. Like, I'm not. See, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. There's niggas that want to pretend like they're like me. So they like, me and Frost is the same way. I know what he gonna do. You don't know what I'm gonna do because you're not like me. My experiences are totally different than yours. Alright? You're busy trying to think like me while I'm busy trying to think like the Most High. I'm never going to be able to think like the Most High. You're never going to be able to think like me. It's sad that you will want to think like me rather than think like the Most High. That's the way I look at it.
Imagine a state worker telling a 14-year-old foster child to sell her body if she wants to eat. That's exactly what a Houston family says a now fired Child Protective Services worker did. The 14-year-old, who is in the custody of the state, recorded the conversation and handed it over to her mother and their attorney. Take a listen.
I was let him teach. That's how my mama taught me. You're gonna be a real and my dad but I'm just old now, so now my days done. I got a child. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this shit right here. I don't wanna hear no more. This is what they doing to our children. Now I wanna go all the way back. I wanna rewind. In 1971 is when the feminist movement came to our black women and tried to convince our black women that us black men were no good. Up until then, black people were married more at a higher percentage than any other race of people in America up until 1970, 1971. I want to be clear about this. The feminist movement moved into our area and changed all of that. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more history. The feminist movement was created like somewhere up in New York, like in 1887 or some shit like that, right? And the feminist movement, their first acts were actually of terrorism. The feminist movement originates from terrorists. Their first things that they wanted to do were assassinations. These were the first plans that the feminist movement was actually making. Were based on assassinations. Go look it up. Remember, this guy does no research, never knows what I'm talking about, but every day I constantly tell y'all new facts. While there's YouTube channels out there that nitpick every little tiny thing that I say to try to find something where I'm incorrect at so they can say everything is wrong. Anyway, so the feminist movement was actually created like somewhere like near Niagara Falls or some shit like that in like 1884 or some shit. So their first things that they were trying to do were assassinations and all types of different other terrorism. These are white women, by the way. Fast forward, 1970-71. Our black families were started to get tore apart. How? Because white women came over to us, our black families, and told our black women that since they weren't being treated well by their white men, that the black men also wasn't treating them well. You know the black men that had to work, you go look at what black men were working as jobs back in 1970s and 1960s. That's all I got to say. Forget black men. Go look at what the uneducated people, the people who had a lower level of education had to do for a living. None of these jobs were easy. Whether you were white, black, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Asian, none of these jobs were easy. Any man that's going to break his back every day, any woman that's going to go out there and break their back every day, you can't tell me that they just going out there to work so they could oppress you. And this goes to all of them niggas out there that stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dads. I'm not mad at y'all. I was a stay-at-home dude myself a couple of times. When you got good dick, a chick don't want you to go outside. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've been a stay-at-home boyfriend or whatever the fuck you want to call it when there's no kid involved. And the woman just don't want you to go outside. Unless she with you. I've been in a situation like that before. The shit is frustrating as shit too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just so we can be clear, this was not me and Kendra's situation. Just so we can be clear. I want to say that because I don't want nobody to say that I'm saying that. But I've been in more than one situation before where I was a stay-at-home man. I don't go nowhere. She go to work. I clean, I cook, and I'm good at both. And when I feel like doing them, I clean, I cook. You know, I'm gonna say something real quick. All women want to do is be happy, my nigga. You just gotta find a woman that you can make happy. If she needs money and you don't have money, you can't make her happy. It's okay. If she needs comfort and you can give her comfort, and that's all she needs, give her comfort, my nigga. Whether you got a job, whether you got finances or not, give her comfort. Maybe she just looking for somebody to be a rider. Be a rider, my nigga. Go find a woman that needs the thing that you could supply. Stop going out here looking for the woman that needs all the shit that you got to lie about for the first 3 months. I promise you, there's a fine woman out there. And when I say fine, I mean to your likings. There's a fine woman out there that needs exactly what you have to supply to her. And she don't even need you to bring any more. And if you do bring more than that, it's a plus. You'd be surprised at how many women out here just want to be happy. They just want to be in a relationship with a man that cares about their fucking emotions and how they feel. They just want to feel safe at night. That's it. You'll be surprised. I dated this one chick. She got me fired. She didn't want me to work so bad. Got me fired. Called the job. Where do these women exist that don't need a man with money? My dude, I've had no job and been in relationships. There's a lot of women out there that don't need a nigga with money. It's harder for me to get into a relationship when I have a job. That's the part I don't understand. When I have a source of income, it's way harder for me to get into a relationship. It's just harder. When I don't have no job, it's like women be hunting for me. When I have a job, they don't talk to me. Everything I'm not even gonna lie. When I have income, when I have a source of income, women don't talk to me at all. When I'm broke, I don't have no source of income, I'm walking around the street, not looking right, then all of them is, hey, how you doing? Da da da. They talking to me. So I don't understand this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just keeping it a stack. When I ain't got no money, I ain't got no nothing, I'm broke, damn near homeless, women love me. When I got something going on for myself, they not so sure. I'm just keeping it a stack. That's probably why I be so conflicted sometimes. I want to make money, but I want to be with somebody too. I don't want to be alone. What the fuck? I mean, I think when we're in a relationship, us as men just carry ourselves in a way that make us more attractive in general. Also, women don't particularly want a man that don't nobody else want because they like, maybe something's wrong with him and I don't know what it is. So that's what I think it is. So I think generally speaking, women just want a man that other women want things that other women want. So literally, if you just want a woman to want you, all you got to do is want other women to want you, and then the woman you want is going to want you. Period. Period. Unless you're like me and you think that that's cheating and you don't want to make the Most High angry. So you can't necessarily do that, even though you know it works. So I can't do a lot of shit I know work. And I got a hair right here in my nose, and it's just messing with my nose so bad, it's pissed me off. Yeah, I can't do a lot of shit that I don't work because it's just not right. Let's listen to more of what they said about this child protective. Also, this is what I was leaning into when I started bringing that up. They want to separate us from our children. They want to separate the black family from the black children. Why is that? Are they looking for some child? I'm going to tell you something. When that genealogy thing first started coming up and they first started talking about everybody need to do their genealogy shit, the first thing I thought of is I think they're looking for a bloodline. I think they're looking for a bloodline. And I think that's why they want everybody to go get these jabs, because they can't find the bloodline. So since they can't find the bloodline, they want to contaminate the bloodline. And that's what I think it is. Honest to God, that's what I think it is. I think that there's a bloodline that they're looking to either get rid of or contaminate. And they're looking for it. That's what I think it is. Okay, so I have clippers, and this here is... I swear I hope that fucking girl gave that kid the time of day before that kid go out there and get himself hurt or killed. That's a weak nigga. A nigga that he like a girl, but you can't just tell the girl you like her. You gotta start arguments and try to look tough in front of her. Those are weak niggas. Those is the niggas that further on down the line, he gonna fuck his wife, his man wife. He gonna bang his man's girl. Further down the line. Those is them weak niggas that rape bitches. I'm telling you. Those is those weak niggas that rape bitches. The niggas that can't just... They gotta go try to tear down another nigga to look good to that chick because they don't know what to say or do. Those is the niggas that rape bitches. I promise you. I think the nigga a rapist right off the rip, because I know the little girl he likes and she like him. How the fuck is they like? How you not dating her? Like, I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna let that man go do whatever he gonna go do. He got rapist vibes, man. That nigga a whole little rapist out there. He a whole little rapist. Somebody gonna end up killing him. And that's the sad thing to say, but he a whole little rapist, man. Those be the niggas that be raping bitches. Not for nothing. Because he's gonna go 10, 15, 20 more years. He gonna go 3, 4 years. I don't know how many longer. And if he don't figure out a way... just like when you're... Yeah, boy, hold on. Let's keep moving. Let's move on. Let's listen to the rest of what they're saying. I just want to be clear about this. That lady, it sounds like she told the little girl that when she was her age, she used to sell her pussy too. But she had to stop because she got old. They took this little girl from her freaking family and set her up in a hotel. What do you think the plan was? To send men to her hotel room and get a piece of the pie? Yeah, I know this girl. Yeah, she a young thing. Don't worry about it. I know where to keep her. Because the next thing was, when she says she's willing to sell her ass, the next thing was, how do I do it? Oh, don't worry. I'm going to help you.
Your daughter first told you this CPS, this state worker, told her to go out and prostitute. What did you think?
I was like really blown away. Like I was really blown away. I was shocked that a state worker that was there supposed to protect children would say something like that to my child. It made me wonder like how many other kids she have told this to. Because if like she could just bluntly come out and say this to my child, this is not the first kid she has told this to.
I think he think I was gonna bang that little girl. I wasn't gonna bang that little girl. Like, she looked like she's like 16, 17 years old. Like, I wasn't gonna bang her. Like, what the fuck? Future, also, just so we can be clear, while I can say that a skinny girl is attractive and she could look cute and or maybe sexy, that's not my thing. The last shorty that I was dating, maybe 23, 24 years old. She's slim. Don't get it. I like little titties. She's slim. She picked me up. God damn it. She did, didn't she? Yeah, she picked me up. I guess I don't talk to skinny girls. I'm gonna be quiet. Peace and health. T-Moto Production said, salute Frost. My dude, we still on that. I'm gonna bring this up again. So everybody that does not have, if you're in New York City, get Verizon. Verizon helps protect all of your appliances, your cell phone, your computers, your everything. When you get Verizon, so I called up Verizon yesterday because I'm about to get my phone lines transferred to Verizon. That was the plan. So I called them up yesterday and I found out that with my Fios offer, because I've got Verizon Fios, because I have Verizon Fios, there's like a ton of shit that I could get. I'm doing a real quick drop for Verizon. One of the things is I get complete protection over the internet. I did not know this. I am going to be using Verizon from now on as my internet protection. That's one. Two, they fix every fucking thing that you have. Your cell phone break, they fix it if it's on their shit. Your computer break, they fix it if it's on their shit. All it has to do is you have a 30-day grace period. So after 30 days, we sending in all of our shit to go get fixed, my nigga. So BBN is here. Shout out to T-Moto Productions. This is something T-Moto Productions helped make happen, because if it wasn't for T-Moto Productions, I wouldn't have called Verizon to inquire about a thing, and then when I inquired about the thing and started going through with the process, I found out about this. So if you're in New York City and you have Verizon Fios, get all of your devices on their program. They fix your shit, software and hardware. Shout out to T-Moto. Can we clap it up for T-Moto? And T-Moto, the thing in which why I called them for, they're going to be contacting me back soon. If they don't come through with that thing the way that we're expecting for them to do, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to use that to just go to just a regular monthly thing because we got to get outside. Shout out to T-Moto Productions, a real nigga.
Let's me wonder, like how many other kids she...
When you're done.
My dude, look. I'm over here fighting a real battle against bullshit. And one of the thing I'm actually fighting against isn't these individuals. I'm really fighting against Satan. So I'm not asking for nobody to come help me against these weirdos. I need systems against Satan. That's what I need. So I don't even want everybody to come help. I only want the people that's God sending. So if God ain't sending you to me, I'm fine with you not being a part of whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Because I really only want the help and assistance from the people that's God sending to put into my life. Because those are the only people I'm going to be able to repay back. I'm not going to be able to repay back evil people. Because the things that I'm going to be doing isn't going to be in line with your heart. You understand what I'm saying? So for all of y'all evil people that might want me to be like, yo, you know what, Jack, I'll come back. But I don't, no disrespect, and really no disrespect intended, but I don't want anybody back that I lost, and I lost you because you are a bad person. I lost you because you thought it was funny to hurt me. I don't want you back. Because I never think it's funny to hurt anybody. So me and you, we just got different hearts. I just want to be clear about this. We gonna make it. Oh, T-Moto! Shout out to T-Moto Productions. I got one more thing to say. T-Moto, you still in here? T-Moto, you still in here? Shout out to T-Moto Productions and shout out to Monique. Did y'all hear that 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather squashed their beef? Do you want to know how 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather squashed their beef? They were at a Monique concert. At the Monique concert, Monique said, y'all need to stop beefing and arguing with each other and be friends again. 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather is now friends again. Shout out to Monique. Shout out to T-Moto Productions. We here, baby. I don't know if that was a part of the same production. I'm just assuming it was at this point. So 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather back together again, and it's all dues to the Moniques of the world. Shout out to Monique. Doing all of the things. Alright, we're gonna switch real quick back. I'm gonna replay the whole clip of this child protection service employee telling a 14-year-old girl that she needs to sell herself. I'm gonna replay the whole clip, and I'm gonna play the clip all the way out. It's 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Imagine a state worker telling a 14-year-old foster child to sell her body if she wants to eat. That's exactly what a Houston family says a now fired Child Protective Services worker did. The 14-year-old, who is in the custody of the state, recorded the conversation and handed it over to her mother and their attorney. Take a listen.
I was let me feed you. That's how my mama taught me. You're gonna be a real and I didn't but I'm just old now, so my days done. I got a child. But I'm trying to tell you.
And so, Keisha, when your daughter first told you this CPS, this state worker, told her to go out and prostitute, what did you think?
I was like really blown away. Like I was really blown away. I was shocked that a state worker that was there supposed to protect children would say something like that to my child. It made me wonder like how many other kids she have told this to. Because if like she could just bluntly come out and say this to my child, this is not the first kid she has told this to.
Now, your 14-year-old was there because you needed help with her, right? And so you turned to the state for help.
Correct.
So it's already a girl that the parent needed help for. The parent calls the state turns the girl into a prostitute. Stop calling the city for help for your kids. Who keeps saying that? Who's the motherfucker that keeps saying stop calling the city when you need help with your kids? Who keeps saying that? I think that there's a YouTube content creator out there that consistently says, stop calling the fucking city when you got problems with your kids. I think there's a YouTube content creator. Y'all people put nothing into your children but want your children to give you back everything. I don't know the situation here. I don't have the slightest idea what the situation is here. But the number one thing that we should be teaching our children is discipline and self-love. Not even necessarily in that order. But those are the number one things besides the love of the Most High that we should be teaching our children. Discipline and self-love. If you're not teaching your child discipline and self-love, I don't want to hear about how you did everything that you could. You didn't even do the fucking bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. The bare minimum isn't putting the house over their head and giving them food. That's your responsibility for bringing another life into the fucking world. Why did you bring a life into the world if you didn't want to feed or clothe them? I hate when I hear parents say, yeah, but I put a roof over your head. Yeah, but you also brought me into this world. So you should be putting a roof over my honor. You know what a badge of honor is? Yo, my kid moved out at 18. Nice job. Got a nice apartment. You know, he had a nice girl. He's been dating her for 1.5 years. You know, my kid still lives home, 21 years old, but got a nice job. We've been looking at a couple of apartments. We got a little bit of money saved up. You got a nice little girlfriend, stays over at that. That's something to be proud of. That. I raised a child that can go out into the world and do well. That's something to be proud of. Be proud of that. You don't have to be proud that you raised your child with the mentality to go to prison. You don't have to be proud that you raised your child with the mentality to hate authority. God is the only authority. Do not raise your children to hate authority. Shout out to this mother and daughter, at least, for having a good enough relationship that she was able to tell her mother about what happened. Because I promise you, that lady is making a grip off of all of them other little girls that didn't tell anybody that that lady offered them to sell their pussy. She probably making a grip, or was. I hope they put her in jail immediately. That's soliciting services. She should be in jail. That's soliciting services. She should be in jail immediately. She should be locked up in jail. And they need to do a thorough investigation on all of her other clients. Period. I don't care what nobody say. I like her shape so much. I just like that shape so much. And she looks so much fun. I just like the big bottoms and the little tops. Even though she got pretty big boobs, but her bottom is so big that it don't matter that her boobs is big. Yeah, I'm a big fan of hers. Not for nothing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of hers. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think she could dance that good, but I'm a big fan of hers. Yeah, let's go. Big bottoms, little tops. Win all day. I'm literally a guy that can't understand why a woman would get a boob job. Literally. I'm like, little boobs is nice. Why would you destroy that? I mean, if you got big boobs, that's cool too. But little boobs is dope. Like, what the fuck? The fuck, man? I like little titties, man. I really do, though. This is not cat. I like little breasts, man. Anyway, but I don't date no small breast women. I think I dated like maybe 2 or 3 small breast women my whole entire life. Like most of the women I date got huge jugs. Like I told you, they come up to me. I don't know. Maybe if I actually initiate the conversation with some of these women that I actually get into dates with, I'll date women that, I don't know. None of the women I date were bad looking. They all good looking. I mean, they're all good looking. Like, none of them are unattractive. I appreciate their bodies and I love them. Don't get it confused. None of them is unattractive. None of them. Not one. Well, not one. I'm dating this. I was seeing this one chick, right? Hold on. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. She's a white girl, right? Apparently, white chicks like me. I don't know what to say. I don't know if black girls like me. They tend to want to argue with me whenever they see me. And as far as Latin speaking women go, I get their numbers all the time, but most of the ones I get their numbers don't speak good English. So by the time I call them on the phone, it's hard as hell to have a conversation. My Spanish ain't all that great if I can't see your mouth move. I want to see what dude said about me real quick while you kicked him. Yeah, so like that. I want to see what dude said while you kicked him. I couldn't see it. Wait. Ah, shit, I still couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I want to know what he said, though. Oh, he said it all the way up here. I'm being racist. Yeah, kick that guy. What the fuck is he talking What are you talking about? How am I being racist? If you like, not for nothing, I think most of the time people that are my color, like black people, I don't think most of them mean me harm or mean me any disrespect, right? Just so we can be clear. I think most of the time I have misunderstandings or whatever with black people. I don't think that they mean me harm or they mean me any disrespect. I just want to be clear about that. What I think actually is happening is that we just have a lot of people that's in the matrix, my nigga. We got a lot of people that's stuck in the matrix, and whenever you try to get somebody out of the matrix, they're literally, they go through an episode sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't introduce information to a motherfucker. They're gonna go through an episode. So what happens, I think, with me a lot of times is I'm having regular conversations with people that I don't think is a big deal, but I might be saying shit that is sending them through episodes. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, they stuck in the matrix, my nigga. Like, imagine if I told you any woman you wanted, you could literally go up to, as long as she's single, and ask her out on a date, and she'll go. Anyone. Imagine if I told you it was possible to walk up to anybody and tell them anything and have them agree with you. Imagine if I told you it was possible to go up to anyone and say anything and then have them do it. Imagine if I told you that was possible. You'd think I was crazy, right? What would you do with power like that? Would you abuse it? Or would you be scared of it? If you were smart, you'll be scared of it. Sorry. What else we got? We got some other stuff on the docket. Yo, that was dope when Tom Holland was like, what did Tom Holland say? Tom Holland was like, he still to this day, he was trying to do a video and he was like, he can't stop saying and ah. And like everyone does that. You see how a couple of months ago there was people trying to say that I do bad YouTube channel because I say and ah. Literally everyone says this. That's why I keep trying to tell you. People are literally criticizing me for stuff that everyone does. So that's why when I see people who's supposed to be supporters and they actually lean into the criticism or believe the criticism, and I be sitting here and I'm like, you're criticizing me for walking? Like, everyone walks. Like, I could get the people that's hating me criticizing me for walking, but these guys are hating me for walking, and you supposed to be a supporter, and you agreeing with them that me walking is bad? How? So that's how I be thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So that, I gotta understand. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, it's not them niggas that's hating on me. It's not. It's really not. They think it's them too. It's not. This is what they accuse me of doing that I don't do. Thank you, somebody posting this. This is what they accuse me of doing. This is what they accuse me of doing. I'm not doing this.
Yo, St. John nigga. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci. Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it's not with respect to want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. Even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is.
That pastor, priest, whoever he is. Obviously, his church congregation isn't giving money. And this is what I have to say. Is he putting the people in his congregation in a position to make money? Is he offering opportunities, whether they're taking them or not? Because if you are running a church, one of the main things that you're supposed to do is have job opportunities for the people that don't have jobs, or the people that know people that don't have jobs in your congregation. One of the most important things that you're supposed to be doing when you're a pastor, priest, or whatever, you're running a congregation and you have a community is you're supposed to have a network out there so that you can help people get employment. If you can't help people make money, how are you talking about people should donate to your cause? No, I wouldn't do it there neither. Now I'm going to explain something. How many times over here have you seen me post people's content for free? How many times over here have you seen me post people on YouTube or Instagram for free? How many times over here have you seen me have people pull up into the chat for free and talk about their brand? Literally hundreds of times, just so we can be clear. So when I say I don't think I'm being appreciated, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. I have a platform which I generously give out to the community. Generously. There's times that people did promotion with me and I was still posting them 2-3 months after they stopped paying. Consistently. And then now those people are talking shit about me, bashing me, talking crazy, trying to destroy my name. After they stopped paying me, and I posted them religiously. I posted them damn near at least 3-4 times a week, after they stopped paying me. Y'all had a platform who the majority of my content was posting you guys, and that still wasn't enough. I just want to point that out. Y'all had a platform that the majority of my content, which it wasn't initially, I was just doing BBN stuff, and then the majority of my content turned into me promoting you guys, and that wasn't good enough. I just want people to know. No, Irv 50 and Ja can't sit next to each other. Irv 50 and let that shit go. The Irv 50 and Ja shit, let that shit go. Leave that shit alone. You don't know what you're talking about right now, Tori Mosley. That's a no-go. If that ever fixes, I can't tell you the level of surprise I will be. That's a no-go. That's not going to fix. I don't even want to explain how that isn't going to fix. Yeah, that's not going to fix. That's unfixable, in my opinion. Because that's my dude, they shot 50. How many times 50 got shot because of them niggas? You can't come kill me and then I squash it with you. You feel me? You can't come try to kill me. Man, if they was successful, I wouldn't even be here to squash it with you. You can't come try to kill me and I squash it. 50 got shot over that beef. When 50 got shot, that was over that beef. That's the supreme beef. That's not going nowhere. I'm a big advocate of me and you don't gotta be enemies after you do some weirdo shit to me, but I don't never want to go near you. Like all of these people that did weirdo shit to me, I don't never want to go near these people. Like there's no level of anything that can happen where we can meet in the middle. Like there's nothing that can happen. I feel like God pointed at them and told me to stay away from them. Get it? Like there's nothing that can happen. I feel like God pointed at them and told me that those are not your people. What the fuck are you doing near them? Every time you go near them, I'm going to make bad things happen to you. They almost killed him. And then they tried to kill him again. Supreme will probably be a free man right now if not for 50 also. So that was the beef I don't know what to tell you. That was just some shit. I'm not beefing with niggas. I'm fighting white. I'm not beefing with niggas. I don't want to beef with niggas. I don't care about none of that street shit. None of that shit matters to me. I'm by myself. When you murder me, I don't got nobody to come get back. When you murder me, there's gonna be people celebrating that don't even know me. They just happy I'm dead. Don't even know me, know nothing about me. They celebrating. There's nobody is coming to help me. Nobody care. I'm fighting white. Don't nobody care. So you can say whatever you want. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want. Nobody care about me. I'm fighting white. I don't care what nobody say. And I don't care how nobody feel. When I die, there's going to be more people celebrating than there's going to be tears. I'll be lucky if I get 1 or 2 tears. There's going to be hundreds of people celebrating. I'm going to get more or 1 or 2 tears. There's a couple of y'all in here that's going to feel bad. No, just so we can be clear. I know that there's people in here that's going to feel bad. But in the number of people that's going to be happy that I'm going, even for no reason, it's just going to be crazy. I promise you, it's just going to be crazy. People that don't know nothing, they just heard my name and just know that they're just not supposed to like me. It's going to be crazy. So, all I got, so I'm fighting white. Period. And if I got something on me, I'm going to use it. Because I'm under the impression that you coming to kill me. So I don't want no problems with nobody. But I am under the impression that when I die, it's going to be murder. When I die, it's going to be murder. And it's going to be from some weirdo out here that's just mad at me for no reason. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be some weirdo that's mad at me for no reason. I'm telling you. Just somebody. I'm going to be just somewhere and they're just going to look at me and decide to argue with me and it be a situation. I promise you. I don't talk to nobody. And so I go to the club last night, a couple of days ago. I told y'all about it. So I'm in there. Some cool dudes tried to come over and call me over, come hang out and talk with them. I felt uncomfortable the whole entire time. I just don't feel comfortable talking to people. It's like every time I'm talking to somebody, it's like I'm sitting there and I'm being polite and I'm being kind. And those dudes was mad cool. Mad cool. But I can't help it. I'm busy sitting there and I'm talking to them and I'm like, this shit is gonna go sideways any minute now. I'm just waiting for the disrespect. I'm just waiting for the unnecessary disrespect. And I think that because I have to deal with that so much in this chat every single day of my life, that I think that that's how I interact with people now. Like, I'm coming to talk to them, and I know I mean all the good in the world, but I just feel like whenever people are talking to me, like, all they're going to do is attack me. And then that's it. That's the way I feel. Because I literally have to get on here every day and just watch myself get it. That's why sometimes I just get off the live. Like, who want to live like that? So I was talking with those dudes, and I should have stayed and hung out with them, but I just couldn't do it. I just literally, physically couldn't do it. And they were as polite and nice as you could think anybody to be. And I just couldn't do it. I just deal with so much negativity literally every single day that whenever I get into any kind of conversation with somebody, I'm generally trying to get out of the conversation. And it's not because I don't like the person, and it's not disrespect towards them or anything like that. And I know people be feeling that way, but I'm literally just sitting there like I'm about to get attacked any minute now for no reason. And that's literally what I'm thinking the entire conversation. I'm about to get attacked right now for no reason. And I'm just listening. I'm just listening. And I'm like, oh man, I haven't been attacked yet. Cool. Let me say something nice and get the fuck out of here before it comes. That's how I think. And that's why a lot of y'all have short conversations with me. Because I don't want to be enemies with you. So I want to get out of the conversation before you have the opportunity to insult me for no reason. Just so everybody know. That's what's happening.
See that?
So for everybody that y'all wondering why I don't be talking or why I get into a short conversation, I just keep it pushing, that's why. It don't be no disrespect. A lot of y'all think have nice conversation. Sometimes some chicks will walk up to me and have conversations with me, and sometimes I'll be like, damn, she a whole baddie. But I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I'm thinking. If I stay here and I talk for too long to this person, they're gonna just insult me for no reason whatsoever. Hold on, I got something to show y'all. Oh wow, those look hard. These are the Gonzagas. Those is hard. Ugly. They just be doing any old colorways. Those is hard. Not really. Just not really. But they looks like they could. They just missing something. These are okay. Those is kind of hard, but that's only because of the gum soles. These is hard. I like those. Kinda, but that might be a little bit too much. But those is kind of hard. I mean, there's things that I rock them with. These is hard. These are actually hard. Not for nothing. I like those. But they missing something. You gotta add something in there. I'm not sure what though. Those is hard. Hold on, I'm just looking at sneakers for a second. Those is hard. Alright, I want to show y'all something. Lawyer.
All about being the boss, the biggest boss, wealth, success. Don't let this happen to you. You don't want these types of headlines. I tried to tell them. Department of Labor audited, investigated, and fined $62,000 against several restaurants connected to Rick Ross for things like I've been talking about on this page for a long time. Uniform pay. So apparently, according to news reports, the workers would get uniforms, but the money would come out their paychecks. The Department of Labor found that to be a violation. Several other violations, including stuff with overtime, stuff with taking money out of employee paychecks because the register is short, or because you have to do a background check on this employee who wants a job, so you charge him for the background check that you do. Listen, if your job is doing any of this stuff to you, if they're making you pay for your uniform, if they're messing with your overtime, if they're taking money out your check to do a background check on you so that they can employ you, if any of this kind of stuff is going on,
call him. He be on it.
Young boy update, the judge held a status conference. She said she is not going to issue a ruling right now on his motion to get off house arrest. She did acknowledge that she's received the defense's motion, she's received the government's opposition, and she said she's going to take it under advisement, which basically means she's going to take some time to think about it, and then she's going to issue a written decision on whether or not young boy gets off house arrest. During the status call, they also discussed the pending appeal. The government is appealing to the circuit court. We'll see what happens with that.
Oh shit! Dude from Lords of the do it all from Lords of the Underground is a politician. I like those guys too. They're smart. So Do It All, Dupree Kelly of Lords of the Underground is gonna be the first hip hop politician. Salute. I like him. He's smart. I like smart people. For the most part.
Now, Russell Simmons recently called out KFC and Popeyes for poisoning our people. There's nothing wrong with this brother having his opinion. That is perfectly fine. But the record label that he ran for years made and promoted music that poisoned our people as well. And it's a message to the OGs in hip hop. I'm curious, as y'all grow older and wiser, you see the world differently now. And it's natural to look back at your past and be like, dang, stuff I was doing. But
I'm going to stop this right here. First of all, KFC and Popeyes is poisoning our people. It's fucked up that dude is trying to take the message away from the fact of what's happening right now to talk about some shit in the past. That's one. KFC and Popeyes is poisoning our people. If you do not know, that chicken that we are eating is not real chicken. Y'all know this, right? I do know the chicken that KFC sells allegedly is cloned chicken, right? And I'm assuming that the chicken that Popeye sells is also cloned chicken, right? I do know this, right? Does anybody know that, or am I the only? They've been cloning the chicken for years. That's why KFC couldn't call itself Kentucky Fried Chicken until Obama changed the law. Until Obama changed the law, KFC had to call. They had to drop the chicken out of their name. That's why they just went with KFC. They do know this, right? Anyway, you can go look it up for everybody that say I'm lying. I want y'all to go listen to the music from the 90s and from the 80s when Russell Simmons was a part of the movement. A lot of that music was for the advancement of black people, not for holding them back. So, dude, you're just talking about rap in general. What I need you to do is I need you to actually go look up Def Jam. Let's go look at some of the artists that was on Def Jam and the music they was dropping while dude is talking. Because this is what I mean by dudes just talk crazy. Like, they don't even know what they talking about. And you listening to them, you probably listen to dude and don't even know he don't know what he talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's saying something that's a popular opinion. So what people do is people say shit that is factually incorrect, but it's a popular opinion. So let's go back to Def Jam. Let's go to the 1980s, who they had signed, right? And see who Def Jam had signed in the 1980s. Just so we could get it clear, because dude don't know what he's talking about. So hold on. So in the 1980s, who was signed to Def Jam? Run DMC, LL Cool J, Public Enemy. Which one of these rappers is putting out music that's hurting our people? Those are the biggest rappers at that time too, right? Which one of these people are putting out music that's hurting our people? LL Cool J, Run DMC, Public Enemy. Let's see what more they got. Also, they did the Crush Groove movie, right? They also did the Tougher Than Leather movie, right? Both putting out good images of black people and of hip hop. What is this dude talking about? Because anybody tell me what this guy's talking about? Or is he just saying a popular opinion, which is factually incorrect? So that's who they had in the 1980s. All right, so let's look at 1990s. Who's on Def Jam in the 1990s? This is what I mean by people just be talking, and y'all just be, not you per se, but I mean, people just be listening to them. And just be agreeing with them. And you're like, what the fuck, man? You don't know what you're talking about. And when I say people don't know what they're talking about, people going to say, yeah, but remember Jack Frost. And they're going to say some shit that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about in order to discredit me. All right. Albums that dropped in the 1980s that had Hose. Artist's name is Hose, by the way. H-O-S-E. 84. They had T. La Rock and Jazzy J. It's Yours. Oh, shit. LL Cool J, Beastie Boys. What artists is it did he have something to do with that was tearing up the community and doing gangster rap? Jazzy J, MCA, and Berzuti. LL Cool J, Jimmy Spicer, the Hollis Crew, Beastie Boys. This is 1986 now. Orange Juice Jones, Tashawn, Original Concept. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Slayer, Beastie Boys. Which artist is he talking about? We're talking about 1980s right now, Rob. We're going to go one at a time. You see how people doing? That's why you got to pay attention to people like Rob. People like Rob is only in here to try to act like he's friendly with me, but at the same time try to attack everything that I'm saying on the low, but in a friendly way. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? People like Rob should not be trusted. Anyway, artists, Public Enemy. LL Cool J. Which artist are we talking about? Chuck Stanley, Davey D. Okay, hold on. We get into 1988. Public Enemy. Which one of these artists or groups have I named are bad for music? Slayer. I don't even think they rap. Slick Rick. Allison Williams. We still in 1989. I'm naming all of the artists. Blue Magic, another various artists. LL Cool J, Newkirk, Third Base. Okay, let's talk about 1990s. Public Enemy, New Face, The Afros, Sid and B-Ton, Third Base, LL Cool J, EPMD. Let's go to 91. BWP, and the name of that is The Bitches, so I'm going to assume they was up to no good. So we had to get all the way to 1991 since the inception of Def Jam to get to any artists that look like they're just putting out music that we would not like. 1981. Let's see how long it takes to get to the next artist. Terminator X, Third Base, Slick Rick, Nikki D. I remember Daddy's Little Girl. That was actually a good song, and it was good music. Hold on. Nice and Smooth, Public Enemy. So what the fuck is this guy talking about? Lizette Melendez, Sandy the Don. This guy's been putting out music that's good for us the whole Def Jam career damn near. Hold on. Allison Williams, Family, Total, EPMD, MC Search, Public Enemy, Redman, Onyx, Back the Fuck Up, 1993. Okay, so they got one artist, Onyx, right? But do y'all actually remember Onyx's music? Or am I the only one that remembers Onyx's music? You want to know the difference between Onyx's music and the music of nowadays? Onyx was parody. And it was obvious that Onyx was parody. But what happened was people started believing that Onyx was real. Go back and look at the Onyx videos, and you tell me that with your adult, grown mind, you don't see that as parody. But let's say Onyx was a whole bunch of real, everything about Onyx was 100% real. That's two groups in damn near a 15-year period. How is he what that guy was talking about. Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Hold on, let's go further. Pete Rock and Daddy Rich. Pete Nice and Daddy Rich. Boss, Eric Sherman. Domino, 1994. Lisette, South Central. Warren G, Nice and Smooth. Public Enemy. Flatliners. So, once again, people just say popular opinion. You understand? And it don't have nothing to do with facts. So this dude made a whole Instagram. Let's listen to this shit again.
This is a teacher. Now, Russell Simmons recently called out kids for people. There's nothing.
Now, this dude is saying a whole bunch of shit that ain't true.
The record label that he ran for years made and promoted music that poisoned our people as well. And this is a message to the OGs in hip hop. I'm curious. As y'all grow older and wiser, you see the world differently now. And it's natural to look back at your past and be like, dang, stuff I was doing back then or promoting back then, that wasn't the best. That was poisoning our people. I'm curious, do the OGs that feel the...
So, I'll address this right now, Rob, because I wanted to say this the other day, but I didn't. I want y'all to pay attention to Rob's comments. Sometimes and this is no disrespect intended, but sometimes I think there's two different people on Rob's account. Or at least more than one person deciding what's going to be texted. Pay attention to Rob Texas from now on. Let me tell you what he does. So Rob comes in and he'll agree with me on a point. And then, while he agreed with me on a point, he's also going to put a lot of shit in the comment section that's going to be backing up whatever the opposing point is that is going contrary to what I'm saying. So he'll be like, nah, you right, Frost. You right, Frost. And then he's going to say all of the things that go against everything that I'm saying. And that's why sometimes I just don't read his comments. Because I'm like, well, if you was just against what I was saying, I would read the comment. But I don't know if you're against what I'm saying or if you're for what I'm saying. Because you're saying you're for what I'm saying, and then you're putting all the things in the chat that goes contrary to what I'm saying. So be on one side or the other. And that's why I'm saying I can't trust your comments. Because 1 minute, you're literally agreeing with me, and in that same minute, you're saying that the other person is right. Now, if you can't understand why I can't trust your comments, I have to assume that you are purposely doing it if you're going to now say that you don't understand. So, no, I generally don't trust your comments. I just happen to say it out loud right now. I said which groups in the 1980s, and you said Onyx. When I was still talking about the 1980s. I wasn't talking about the 1990s yet. If I was talking about the 1990s, I wouldn't have thought nothing of it. But I was literally still talking about the 1980s. So now you're miss. This is what I gotta just start playing when people lie. Because he just said a literal lie. What he said was a lie. He's also telling me that there's something wrong with me for not trusting him. And he literally just lied. Everybody rewind. If he didn't lie, somebody else come back and let me know I'm misremembering. But as far as I can tell, he literally just lied. I said 1990s. I said, let's look at the 1980s first. And I have this clip here for this specific reason. And I'm not calling you a demon.
Debating with demons and not even realizing it. I see it so often. People get into arguments with friends, family members, strangers in comment sections, and they're trying to present the facts. They're trying to present the Word of God in a logical way, to try to win people over. And believe me, there's a place for that. So we as believers need to be able to discern what is best, because Ephesians 6:12 says, our battle isn't against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of darkness. And so you might be debating with someone, not realizing you're not talking to them, you're talking to their demons. And spoiler alert, you're never gonna convince a demon to see things God's way. So you might be wasting your time, wasting your breath.
Exactly. At first I said, let's look at the 80s and 90s, and then I said, let's look at the 80s first. This is a factual statement. I said, let's look at the 80s first. And then after I said, let's look at the 80s first, he said Onyx well after that. I don't want to get on that conversation. You do what you want to do. He said Onyx well after that. That's my point. Well after that, he said Onyx. There was way enough of a time for him to have heard me say, let's do the 80s first. Y'all don't think niggas get tired of that shit. Niggas get tired of this shit. Thank you for the people that's a part of this community that understands that a motherfucker gets tired of always being up here, and no matter what I say, I just got people in the chat telling me I'm wrong, no matter if I'm right or not. A lot of social media people, we don't have personal lives. I'm just letting you know. A lot of social media people don't have personal lives. We don't have the ability to have a personal life. Because all people want to do when they see us is debate us over something. So we don't have regular conversations. No, I'm not wrong. I said, let's talk about the 80s first. After I said, let's talk about the 80s, 2 or 3 comments happened. I said a whole bunch of shit, and then you put Onyx. I know that there's a delay. Thank you, Pac. Yes, I used to do it. I stopped. You can't remember everything. Thank you, Pac. You seen him doing it too, and he's saying he's not doing it. We don't have social lives. We don't have social lives. I didn't say I didn't ask about the 90s. Now he's trying to propose the shit. I'm just gonna kick you. I don't want to deal with this. Now do you see why I just kick people? I don't want to deal with it. Why do I have to talk about this for the next 30 minutes or for the next 6 days? He's probably just gonna go make another account, and I'm gonna have to talk about this for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, he's going to be popping up in the chat talking about this and telling me I have a mental health disorder while he's stalking me. So this is what we got to go through. And I know y'all don't think that's a big deal. I know you don't think it's a big deal. I know you don't. But imagine thinking the majority of the people that you come across in real life know who you are, and you have no idea who they are. And about 50% of them, if not more, want to harm you. And they don't even really got a reason. They just want to do it. They don't even got a reason. They don't got a reason. 90% of the people that I got problems with, I don't got a problem with. They just see me and decide they want to hurt me. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. Shout out to that shit. That's all I can say. Shout out to that shit. I got to go outside today. I might get killed. I might have to kill somebody. I don't know. I'm on YouTube. You know how many people, as soon as they see me, they want to try to figure out a way to start a problem with me? You know how many people that watching right now, that they're trying to figure out a way that when they see me in public, to get into an argument with me so they could make it seem like they have a real good reason to fight me for no reason. We got 72 people in here, at least 20. Every day I go outside, I'm under the impression that I might die today. I might die today. I don't got nobody. All I got is people that want to hurt me for the most part. I might die today. I might literally die today. I don't live a day without thinking that. Because as long as I got to go into... As long as I have to have interactions with other people, it's over. Like, there's no... Unless I could figure out a way to only come into contact with like 3 or 4 people every single day of my life is always going to be in danger. Also, shout out to Clarissa for hitting me up yesterday. Definitely appreciate you, baby girl. Shout out to Clarissa for hitting me up yesterday and also saying thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, baby girl. Send me something. I'll repost it for you today if you see this. Free of charge. Free of charge. Just send me something. I'll repost it if you need it for today. Not everyone. I'm talking to Clarissa specifically. Send me something. I'll post it for you today. If anybody else wants something posted, just send it to me. I want to do some posting. I could use a couple of bucks. If anybody want to do any promotion on BBN, hit me up. Tell me what you want promoted. We could come up with your own type of package, your own type of design, or whatever. Whatever you want to do. Just let me know. I'm going to be having my computer back very shortly. Well, not very shortly. It's a couple of months away. But shout out to Verizon. Verizon fixes your fucking shit. I'm with Verizon. They're going to fix my shit. So shout out to Verizon. I just got to wait like a month and a half or 2 months or some shit like that to go past a certain period. And then basically they fix everything. Your phones, everything. They even take the fucking batteries out of your phone and replace. They do everything. Alleged. So we should have by this winter, we gonna be ripping and running. By this fall, we should be ripping and running. But by this winter, if I build up and do everything right this fall, then we'll be able to be ripping and running. That's a fact. Because the biggest problem is that I can't access my computer the way that I want. So I can't make the content I want to make. I want to make some documentary type work. There's a couple of things that I've been looking at and paying attention to. I want to start doing movie videos pertaining to movies and shit like that. Especially since, for whatever reason I want to say. So there's just different content I want to start doing, and I just can't do it because my computer can't put up with it. But when I send my computer to them motherfuckers, they replace the screen, they put a new fan in, all that other shit, whatever else I fucking need, and they send that bitch back. You know what I'm saying? Take all of the viruses or anything else that might be on that bitch, off that bitch, and they send that bitch back, it's gonna be good to go. I just got a month, I just got some time, I gotta wait. That's it. I signed up with Verizon with the shit. Them niggas fix everything. The TV. They might fix the PlayStation. Not that I got a problem with the PlayStation. But I got a problem with a couple of the fucking controllers. I want to see if I could send the fucking controllers in and have them fix my fucking PlayStation controllers. I'm going to find everything out. And when I find everything out, I'm going to come back to y'all and tell y'all. That's a fact. I wasn't thinking about that shit. Come on. fucking PlayStation controller's fixed. That's a fact. Also, the problem can't be me. The problem is me when I have certain stimuli, not me. You get it? Like, if your car has a flat, the problem isn't the tire. The problem is the nail in the tire. So no, the problem isn't me. The problem is the stimuli that's added to me and what it creates. So no, the problem isn't me. You're not gonna have me believe that. But I mean, somebody who's not as smart as me, you could convince them of that every day. Somebody that don't know any better, you could convince them of that every day. Every day you can do something to them that gets them to react in a way, and then point at them and say, see, that's your problem. Instead of saying the stimuli isn't the problem. The stimuli is the problem. If you put water in a car's gas tank and the car doesn't drive, it's not the car's fault. Just so we can be clear. The actual issue is people like me a lot. And I'm really actually liked. And what happens is when I'm doing my Jack Frost thing, there's usually people around who have low self-esteem. So every single thing I do hurts their feelings. Think about the people on here that got an issue with me. No actual content creators that make content has an issue with me. The only content creators that have an issue with me is the content creators that don't know how to make content. You'll never see a handsome man make fun of the way I look. You never see a man that feels confident in the way that they look make fun of the way any other man looks. Anyway, we gotta get off of here. I don't know. We got a pretty. I didn't really have much planned this morning, not for nothing. I just came online to talk with y'all on bullshit. I wanted to get on live in the middle of the day yesterday, but I just wasn't feeling good yesterday. That's why there was no live last night. And not feeling good, like physically not feeling good, just all over. Like, I don't know. I just really wasn't feeling well last night. That's why there was no live last night. Just so we could be clear. Also, R.I.P. to Hassan Bey. R.I.P. to Hassan Bey. For everybody that don't know, this is the Hassan Bey I'm constantly talking about. It was his birthday the other day. His mother taught everybody in Concourse Village, well, before I moved there, his mother had taught all of the young kids in Concourse Village how to play basketball. A lot of those young kids she taught how to go play basketball, went to go play in Rucker, and went to go play in D1 and D2 colleges, and a couple of them went overseas. So his mother, who I think she played Division I basketball also, he used to play basketball in Cardinal Hayes. He was murdered at about 16, 17 years old over a girl. Some guy liked the girl that liked him. And the guy wanted to fight him because he liked the girl and the girl liked him. And after he whooped the guy, either the guy or the guy's friend shot him dead right then and there. Yeah, I keep thinking winning the fight is the most important thing, man. Getting home alive is the most important thing, homie. And this is me speaking. He was an extremely soft-spoken guy. And 9 times out of 10, dude thought he was pussy. And then what happened, dude found out he wasn't pussy. the worst thing that could happen is when a nigga think you pussy and then they find out you not pussy. Because they gonna want to kill you. I'm telling you. He was an extremely soft-spoken guy. He was well-loved. I barely ever seen him talk, nevertheless, have an argument with anyone. He was going to the NBA. That's the east side, by the way, the east side of Concourse Village. He was going to the NBA. That's a factual statement. He was going to the NBA. That man took that dude took this boy's life. He was going to the NBA. A lot of times I see people play basketball and I'm not impressed, and they don't understand why I'm not impressed. I grew up watching people play basketball that either went to the NBA, literally, should have went to the NBA, and tragedy happened to them, or played overseas and a whole lot. So a lot of y'all guys just aren't impressive to me. I know you think you're being impressive, but you're not. A lot of y'all couldn't hang with the people I grew up playing basketball if they played hard. Like, y'all could only play with us if we're not playing hard. Like, y'all couldn't ball with us if we played hard. We talking about an era in basketball where, remember back then, niggas played physical as shit at the park. Nowadays, you got niggas out there that they don't want you to touch them, and if you touch them, now they think that, like, this is park basketball, homie. Like, yeah, we're not trying to hurt each other, but, there's just a certain little bit of give and take we gotta give. You understand what I'm saying? So, niggas couldn't ball with niggas. I'm just keeping it a stack. A lot of these niggas that think that they nice, they couldn't ball with niggas. They can't ball with niggas. I'm just keeping it a stack, and this is not me trying to be disrespectful. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, but we shoot now. We more athletic. No, you're not. And no, you don't. You know why people didn't make a lot of jump shots or shoot threes back in the day? Because we was able to play defense differently. You see, when you can hand check a motherfucker, they can't just pull up from 30 feet. Removing the hand checking allows for Steph Curry to play the way he plays. With hand checking, Steph Curry wouldn't be able to play the way he played, homie. With hand checking, Kevin Durant wouldn't be able to play the way he played. You see how skinny Kevin Durant is? Most of the dudes that is guarding him is stronger than him and way more than him. What the fuck do you think Kevin Durant is going to be able to do in the 80s and the 90s? What the hell do you think he's going to be able to do? He's going to get hurt. LeBron, not going to get hurt. LeBron would be a extremely good, if not great player. But, I mean, he's not going to be the LeBron we know now. I think out of all the players that play now who would kill, Kyrie, he would kill. Because they don't even call fouls when you foul Kyrie. Kyrie would kill. Who else would kill? Kawhi would kill. Melo would actually kill. Wait. Wilt Chamberlain, they had to do the 3 seconds in the paint. Because Wilt Chamberlain used to literally just stand in front of the basket and you can't shoot. And all he could do is just jump up and hit the ball. So they had to add the 3 seconds in the paint. Also, he could just get the ball down there and just stand in there on the offensive end. It was just not fair. They had to add that. That's a fact. That's a fact. But the reason why they took hand checking away was because, and this is just my opinion, and this is because Michael Jordan left the league, and they couldn't figure out a way to get shit going. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to make it easier for other players to score, because people forgot how hard it was to score. It was hard to score in the 80s and the 90s. I think that's the part that people don't forget. I think that's the part that people don't get when they talk about, yo, but look at all of the numbers now. No, the numbers are more now on the offensive end because in the 80s and 90s, it was so hard to score. It was hard to score. Like when I was growing up, if you was pussy, you really couldn't play basketball. I'm going to say that again. Because you really couldn't play basketball if you was pussy. You really couldn't. You can't go to the park by yourself. Because there's always some bum ass niggas at the park that they can't play, but they want to yell at a nigga. Damn, it's after 12. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I got stuff I want to get to. Let's do an afternoon live today. I know I be saying that I don't always do them. The reason why I don't always do the lives is because I don't think, like, okay, so this is the best way I could put it. The only reason why I do the lives is because I like them. Period. I like getting on my show and talking. If I was doing this for any monetary gain, I would have stopped doing this over a year ago. I do not, once again, and this is not me trying to shit on nobody or nothing. I just want you to understand. When you see me come on live, it's because I want to. I do not make money off of this. Maybe out of the last, with the exception of like 3 or 4 people, out of the last month, maybe we got like $40 in donations. I don't make money off of this. I'm literally doing this because I want to do this. If that's not enough for people, I don't get it. I do not make money off of this. So that's the part that kills me when people be like, yo, Jack only want money. If I only wanted money, I wouldn't even be doing a live. I don't make money off of this. It's so easy to trick people when you got people that was supposed to be working with me that was helping the enemy. So now nobody know who to believe. And all of them niggas that was helping the niggas that was my enemies, y'all could stay over there. Like, I'm not even mad at you. You feel me? It's better for my mental health if I just don't deal with you niggas no more. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not looking to make friends. I'm not looking for a reunitement or nothing. Reunitement. I'm not looking for nothing. So for everybody that did me dirty or talk crazy about me, I'm not looking to nothing. I don't want to make up. I don't want to know why you did it. I don't want nothing. Just so we could be clear. I don't want nothing. I don't want you to come back and donate. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. God has pointed to me in my heart. God has pointed at you and told me that you are not people that I need to have around me. I believe that I'm an anointed individual. I believe that the reason why a lot of this shit go on in my life is because God got his hand on me. Once you show me that you're a person that God don't want around me, I have to believe God. If I allow for you to come back around me, then I'm saying that I don't have faith in God. So no, I'm not looking to get any of you niggas back. I'm not asking for any of you niggas to come back. I don't want to make up. Don't DM me. Don't say we gotta talk. One of them hit me up the other day talking about we gotta talk. We don't gotta talk. I don't want to talk about nothing. Every time y'all hit me up talking about I'm just gonna block you. Just so you know, I'm just gonna block you. I don't want to talk. I don't want to make up. I don't want to talk. I don't want nothing. I'd rather you just deal with God on the matter. You know, here or after you pass away. I don't care. I'd rather you just deal with God on the matter. Whatever he says about it. Other than that, I don't want nothing to do with you. You can go find somebody else to go hang out with. Or due respect. Yeah, other than that, I don't want nothing to do with you. So this isn't a situation. I just want to be clear on this. Because people keep saying, all jackets is about money. No, I don't want you niggas money. And I don't want you niggas around me. If I got to crash and burn, I'd rather crash and burn by myself. If If I gotta crash and burn, I'd rather crash and burn with people who got my back. I don't want to crash and burn with you niggas. Because if I crash and burn with you niggas, that means there's a good chance I didn't have to crash and burn. I literally just only crashed and burned because I had you niggas with me. Shout out to y'all. Anyway, everybody go do what you think you need to do in this world. Go just try to be good people. I think I'll go live in the middle of the day. We had a couple of drops this morning, so I'll go live in the middle of the day. From now on, this is how we're gonna do it, man. If we get drops in the morning live, I'll go live in the middle of the day. If it's you know, if we inside, if we outside, I'm probably gonna go live anyway. But if we get drops, I'll go live in the middle of the day. Definitely. But if we not getting drops in the morning, I'm gonna do the things that I need to do in order to make money for that day. Because when we don't get drops in the morning coffee, that means that I gotta do shit in order to make money for that day. So I don't got time to make you guys content. That's just what it is, and that's what it's gonna consistently be. There's nothing I can do about that. So while everybody is saying Jake only doing this for money, Jake only, how else am I gonna eat? How else am I gonna pay a bill? So you want me to have $0, or, you know, even though everybody else is getting paid from this, everybody even, and they're also copying off of me, so I'm better than them at this. I am not allowed to do this for a living, but other people are. Even though if I stop doing this, they wouldn't have anybody to copy off of. A ton of people wouldn't have nobody to copy off of. They got to go find somebody else to copy off of. Then what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna run that guy out of business after they've done copying off of him? So this is what I do. I'll keep the morning lives, but like I said before, I still have to pay bills. I know a lot of y'all don't want me to never have money, so I can't eat. Look at me. I don't even eat, yo. Look at me. I weighed 200 pounds about this time last year. I weighed about somewhere between 195 and 210. Right now, I weigh about 165. By this time next year, I might be like 140. If I'm still alive, I might be like 140. I don't expect my weight loss to stop, to be honest with you. I don't expect my situation to get better. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Just everybody, just do what you're gonna do in the world. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here, but I say a lot of shit that's worth listening to. Take out the shit that's good for you. The shit that don't work for you don't. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. I hope to be able to at least save one person. At least one. If I could save one person, at least I feel like my life wasn't completely meaningless. I feel like my life is meaningless. If I could save one person, my life ain't completely meaningless. With that being said, everybody just enjoy your day. Go do good stuff out there. Just, I don't know what to tell you. The best advice I could give is keep your circles as small as possible. The best circle you could have is you and your spouse and your kids. That's the best circle you could have. Keep your circle as small as possible. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bones. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got on this one. I'm out.